Hey Capricorn, this is Chronic Joy Tarot. How are you guys? We're going to do a reading here for a general reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or whoever really happens upon this guidance, because as I'm shuffling off camera, I am drawing in the energy of Capricorn. But it's also just the readings are so they're so attuned to self-improvement and self-awareness that this could be for any of you. You could anybody could gain from this reading is what I'm trying to say, right? Specifically in this moment, I drew in the energy of Capricorn, and that's what we're calling it. But we are also, the style of my reading is really less about predictions and other people in your life, and it's more about just you, your soul, where it stands, and what you can do to expand. Okay? We always pull an oracle card from an oracle deck, and this month's deck is Native Spirit by Denise Lynn. And the card I pulled for you, Capricorn, is the card of Elder. So literally, you're a leader. You are a leader. You are, you have the capacity to be confident enough to guide others, be sort of a light, of a beacon for others to follow. And if you feel not so attached to that capacity for a leadership role, we're going to learn ways to really fully flesh out that leadership energy. I also kind of got, when I saw it, when I first pulled it, is that perhaps relying on your elders to help you develop your own leadership qualities could also be in support of your journey, could also be a factor. Let's see what the Zen Tarot cards say here. But for sure, this is about your ability to speak your truth, be a guide for others, and truly show that you're a confident being. Okay, so it's about your confidence. Okay, we're doing a spread called The Tree. This is sort of a spread I made up. It kind of looks like a tree. And the starting point is here. And so let's see what we have. Yes, look at that. It's an adventure. So when you are tapping into your self-confidence, when you are working on really shoring it up and bringing it out and leading others, the energy of this card, this adventure card, is sort of the great unknown ahead of us, right? But still willing to go forward into it. Okay? So, perhaps for some of you, this is exactly how you'll lead, is sort of, let's just take a chance. Let's move forward together. Let's step toward the rainbow light, even though we do not know what's there. We do not know what's coming, but we trust, right? We trust in the path. We trust that the universe will always provide the guidance for us, which way to move down that path, or, will always bring us gifts, always bring us that rainbow at the end of the road, right? So maybe part of your experience in building your self-confidence and becoming a true leader for others is that that energy, that quality of just pure trust in what's to come. Trust it, I think when we try to think things through, a little overthinking, manipulate conditions in order to get to a goal in a certain way, we lose sight of the rest of the gifts that are in our periphery, or we pass right by them because we're so focused. Like, a leader is not somebody who says, we're at point A, our goal is point B, and we're going to go straight there, and take anyone down that's in our path, right? that's not really true leadership qualities, is it? It's really understanding that wherever I stand, I have the power of choice. And I can make a decision here. I can make a decision in 10 minutes, right? And assess and really trust and know that your internal guide is where the confidence lies, right? Because you're connected to source internally. Okay, this position here, speaking of internally, is an internal energy supporting that willingness to sort of go forward to the unknown, right? And look at that. It's literally indecisiveness. That's maybe an internal struggle within you. This figure here on the ledge, oh my gosh, what do I do? Do I drop, do I let go of my hands? Do I let go of my feet? What happens? I can't dangle from my feet, but if I dangle from my hands, I might slip and fall. And, this is obviously, and then the clouds down below, you can't see where you're going to end up. This is a mental energy card. So internally, you may be, your mind might be in overdrive. Oh, what if, right? But this centered energy of this confidence and this knowing that the universe will always provide whatever's ahead, I will handle. That's the energy you want to sort of hold fast to. This internal indecisiveness is completely natural. It's not a weakness at all. It's completely human and natural. It's just that shining a light or creating an awareness that is really just your mind. Should I go left? Should I go right? Yes or no? That's really your mind in guiding it more. And what we want is more of a balance between mind and your soul. Okay? In your external world, I pulled the comparison card, which is also mental, but which is also kind of reminding us your uniqueness as a leader, right? Your unique strength is going to come from willingness to move into the unknown. And through your life, even if you're not literally physically a leader for others in your life, this is a spiritual quest. This is still a willingness to embark upon your life with trust, right? The comparison card is saying, there is no need to be like others in your journey. And if you want to take that a little further with this card of the elder, of your leader qualities, you're unique on your own. These two trees are both trees, the oak and the bamboo, but they're vastly different. One is very solid and has a hard bark and will not be bent by the wind, and the other is more malleable and smooth and moves with the wind. But neither of them would say, I wish I were more like that tree. I'm not enough of a tree if I'm not like that one, right? This is your ability to shine through as your unique self. This is an opportunity. And when you're caught up in sort of a crossroads or which way do I go, make a decision. Make a decision from your uniqueness. Make a decision for yourself. And if it ends up not working out, make another decision, right? But taking those steps and being willing to go forward into who knows what's ahead is the true definition of a strong leader, okay? And this could just mean you're the leader of your own life, right? Or you could literally have a position or be the head of a family or be that friend in your friend group that everyone kind of looks to for guidance. It could be a literal role in your life as a leader, but it's also rooted in, I lead my own life, I make my own decisions, and I'm willing to step into the unknown and make decisions accordingly. Moving forward and growing this ability to trust the path is the conditioning card. This one reminds me of the comparison card, but this is a major arcana. So this is actually a pivotal key to moving forward and expanding on these energies. And that tells the story of the lion who was raised with a flock of sheep from an early age and just believed he was a sheep all his life and played with them and, saw himself as white and fluffy until one day he bent to take a drink from the pond and saw a lion looking back at him and had sort of a crisis of identity, existential crisis for a minute because what? This is how everyone sees me? Right? This is your guide to remember that uniqueness from the comparison card. You are the bamboo or you are the oak and there is no one like you, right? And to hold that truth that you know about yourself without real regard to how others see you. It's okay. It's okay how others see you, however that is. And to move forward on your path with that willingness to really show up just as your unique self. Okay? And then progressing further, we have some cards up here. I'm going to pull them all at once. Okay, so moving forward, as you move down your journey of, being sort of that leader of your life or the leader, building up your leadership qualities for others, whichever way you want to interpret this for yourself. Be cautious of clinging to the past. These are emotion cards. All of these are emotion cards. So as you start to learn your place and really empower yourself with trusting your own guidance, it may create feelings within that kind of throw you off a little. First of all, a longing for the past, like maybe, in your journey, you have decided to step forward on your own from a connection, and then you kind of have second thoughts and worry that, I should have just stayed there because it was safe and secure, right? But I wanted to venture forward so much that, right? But it's okay. It's very natural to want to sort of revert back to the past. However, so be selective about the memories that you cling to, because if there's too many of them, first of all, you end up like this figure with the box of memories around her head, and then she's very unaware of what's right here in front of her, what's in her present, and what her possibilities are for the future, because there's so much attachment to the past, okay? So be selective about the memories you wish to hang on to. I would say that you really want to hang on to the memories that served you well, the positive ones, the ones that didn't make you feel insecure, that didn't make you feel uncertain, and use those to carry you forward, right? And internally, this creates a better understanding of yourself. Sometimes I take this card as understanding others, but right now I want to tell you that this is a more complete inclusiveness of your full being, and really, really knowing your alignment and where you're coming from and where you want to go. Okay, that's that true leader, right? That's true leadership, guiding your own life, because you're fully accepting and understanding of maybe any past situations you had been in that may have tripped you up for a minute, but you learned from, right? Be kind to yourself when you're talking to yourself, is what I'm trying to say. Be very understanding and loving, because all of the experiences you've had to get you to this point have served you, right? In your external world, you might feel, I don't need to be a leader. This is the laziness card. This is sort of like resting on your laurels. I've accomplished enough. I don't need to forge ahead. But I would be careful about making this permanent, right? But I think that along the way, there are opportunities to sort of stop and assess and say, yeah, I've really made it far. I've really made some choices that have brought me to a great place. I'm willing to step ahead again, but for right now, I'm going to sort of absorb all that I've done and be in it. And then I will step into that rainbow forest again very soon and guide my way through my life. But there may be points along the road where you want to just kind of stop and take an assessment and really rest on your laurels and know that you're a powerful being, and your unique internal power belongs to you only, right? Okay, and then the outcome or the overall message here is this compromise card. And I'm taking this as don't compromise. I don't mean in a battle or externally or in interactions with people, but don't compromise who you are. Be your complete authentic self along this whole journey. That's what makes a true leader. But your complete authentic self, remember, as human beings, our internal being is always sourced from love. So your truest authentic self is love. And that's what I want you to stay in touch with as you move through this. Moving through life from the heart and from love is the easiest, most painless, most fulfilling way. Even if you have conflict, there will be conflict, there will be, some traumas in life, there will be difficult moments and pain. But if you can go deeper and know your loving spirit is always guiding you, that's when you just can't lose. You can't lose. And that's what makes you powerful. That's what makes you a leader, right? Okay, dear Capricorn, I love you guys all so much. I'm so glad you're here with me. And thank you for bearing with me in my erratic schedule. I always make an effort to try to show up at least once a month. And I love you guys dearly, okay? Until next time, bye, Capricorn.